Hello and welcome to another pre-match preview here at the Pallet Track Bescot Stadium. It's a Tuesday night midweek game and it's all to play for. Of course, joined by my colleague Paul, I'm Simon, and one change today, Paul. Talk us through it.
Yeah, Lewis Warrington comes in for Brandon Comley in the midfield. Pretty settled team otherwise, so just run you through it now. Miles Roberts in goal, back three, back five. Mason Hancock left wing back, Connor Barrett right wing back. Right centre half, Harrison Burke. Aidan Flint in the middle centre half. Left centre half, Dan Cox keeps his place again. And then you've got Warrington, Charlie Lakin, Jamie Jellis and Stuttle and Presley up front.
There you go, good lineup as well, and it was an impressive performance the weekend, something for us to build on. The foundations are there and we need to keep that going here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think 6 points from the first 3 games is a decent return.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of Saddlers fans looked at the fixture list when it first came out and thought those early games in the August and September are very, very tough. So I think it's been a decent start, and you know, going away from home in any game in League Two is always difficult. Getting 3 points away from home is always never to be sniffed at. Yes, there was a lot of different circumstances at Barnet, but I think the way the Saddlers started the game was excellent. You know, kept Barnet at bay, reduced them to very little, and were ruthless when they got the chances in the first half, getting those 2 goals. Obviously, after the red card, I think the game sort of petered out. It got a bit scrappy, you know, a lot of fouls and things like that. But then, credit to Barnet, towards the end, they really put pressure on the Saddlers. But I guess even against 10 men, look what the Saddlers did here against Swindon with 10 men. So when the home crowd's behind you, Barnet really needs to get a result because they're, you know, yet to pick up any points so far. So they had to really take risks and go for it, and they were pumping a lot of balls into the box. But while it wasn't pretty, and Matt Sadler admitted the Saddlers weren't at their best, but they dug deep, they held firm, they threw their bodies at it and made sure they came away with those 3 points. So plenty of positives to take into 2 home games this week. It feels like ages since we've been here, so lots to build on, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think what's really good that we've seen in the early parts of the season so far is that seems to be a new mentality. It's anything goes, anything you can do to secure those points. Like you said, we saw it here at Swindon, Barnet. They're putting the bodies on the line. They're playing for the shirt, they're playing for the ball, they're playing for the fans here as well. How important is that mentality going into tonight's game? Oh,
mentality is massive, and you know, League Two is going to throw all sorts of challenges and surprises for you. So it's important to be prepared for that and mentally ready to do that, as well as physically as well. Can the Saddlers physically match it? You know, we've got a lot of athletes in our squad, which is great, and I think Matt Sadler is keen to utilise his squad. We do have quite a big squad. You know, everyone's going to be needed. You know, as shown by the team news, as shown at Stoke the other night. You know, 10 changes from the previous game before that, and everyone gelled really well, everyone worked hard and really wanted to show why they should be in the team.
Yeah, exactly. A quick mention for the fans as well, great travelling support at the weekend. Of course, we had the atmosphere against Swindon. Tonight, just over 5,000. We are on the TV, but that never matters here at the Pallet Track Bescot Stadium. It's all about what's in front and what's going on the pitch.
Oh, that's excellent numbers, by the way, for a game that's on the TV on a Tuesday night, and on the back of a lot of fans who'd have probably travelled to all 3 away games and spent quite a lot of money. So we really appreciate your support. Should be a really good crowd tonight. It's great to have football back here under the lights, competitive football as well, because I know we've had the friendlies under the lights here, but a lot of them were played in daylight and they were friendly. So the real stuff under the lights here at the Pallet Track Bescot, what's not to like?
Exactly. Quick shout out for the Saddlers shout. Make sure you grab yours tonight. There's a beautiful feature in there. Evan Weir.
Yeah, Evan Weir answers the quickfire questions. Some interesting answers from him, so make sure you check it out. So, yep, only £4 sold all around the ground, so make sure you grab one.
Perfect. We are just about to open our doors here at the Pallet Track Bescot Stadium. Tuesday night football. Can't wait to get started. We'll see you there.